And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set. So here's the lefty, Shota Imanaga. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Mason Wynn in the box here lets that one go for a ball. There's a strike.
One ball, one strike.
Grounds one to short. Sends it to first. Just got him on that one.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Shota back to work. That clips the corner.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. When the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
The shortstop takes the ball.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
There's a swing and a drive. This one looks like trouble. And that's a leadoff double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Everything was mechanically sound with that swing right there. I mean, that's pretty much what you're wanting to replicate with every rep you take. You want good balance, barrel directly to the baseball, and good long extension after contact out in front of home plate. Man, there are a lot of doubles in a swing like that.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Norby started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. So digging in, Alec Burleson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Brings it in, and that's the third out. One left for Miami. They trail in this one 3-0. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Kelly.
Hit on the ground to the right side. One at second, and that's two.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. Man at first, one away.
Suzuki.
Win. Slings to second, and that's two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins 1. So up next, Mason Wynn, 1 for 2.
Win.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Out. Number 2.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
One down. Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. Birdie runs. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Ow!
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
So first and second with 2 outs. Dansby Swanson stands in. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Out to short. Win. Sends it across the first. That's the third out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Cubs 8 and the Marlins 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Presley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mason Wynn, 1 for 3. And there's a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. On the ground, right side. Horner tosses to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over. Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Big storyline coming into this one is the tough stretch for one of their key players. He just can't seem to get it going at the plate recently, Chris.
Well, I think it's time to switch it up, Boog. He's due for a major breakout, and hopefully he can shake it off and get back to his old self today.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill in this one, Ben Brown. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Luis Angel Acuna, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Acuna turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how he handles those adjustments.
In the dirt. Yeah, that's ball 2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's one away.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw, and they got him. So the batting order turns over. And at the plate for Miami, Luis Angel Acuna led off the game with a strikeout. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Inside. And now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one fouled off. Hit on the ground, might be 2. To Horner at second for 1. On to Bush. It's a double play. 3 up, 3 down. Swanson digs in.
Number 7. Shortstop, Denver. Swanson.
Two outs. Out to short. And that is that. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 3 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Brown back to work. And that one wrapped foul. Acuna, 22 years old. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. That one fouled off.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
Got him swinging.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Tag, and they got him.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game.
2 outs. Runner on first. And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. On the ground to the left, Acuna. And that will end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here, 4-3. So 1 out, nobody on. And the batter will be the shortstop, Luis Angel Acuna. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 out, bases empty.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. The tying run at the plate.
One.
Ground ball up the middle. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Hit on the ground to short. Acuna. Throw sails over his head at first. Go-ahead run is at third. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Up to second baseman, Nico Horner.
On the ground. Zips it across, and they get the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Presley back to work. Acuna in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Hit in the air, left field. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Luis Angel Acuna. Golden opportunity right here.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And now 2-0 as that one missed below the knees.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in or on. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
And downstairs.
Well, there's nowhere to put him, so I'm a little surprised we've seen all off-speed stuff so far. Gonna have to challenge him at some point in the zone.
So they're all loaded up. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
3-1.
That clips the zone, and that's strike 2.
Full count.
And a pitch. Got it! And that is a big first out. So he needed a strikeout there, and he got it. And now we'll see how they play it defensively.
Yeah, now they can move the middle infielders back a little bit, get into double play depth, and look for a ground ball and roll it up, get a big double play, get out of this inning. I tell you what, that was a big strikeout in a spot where they really needed one.
Here at the friendly confines, Wrigley Field, we've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab, Jamison Taillon. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, and as Whip tells you, he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
And that is out of play. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike two.
No ball. He's straight.
Struck him out without a swing. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Line to left. Pat makes the grab. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 3 and the Cubs nothing. First and second. No outs. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit. Weathers fires. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Man at first with 1 gone. John Birdie at the plate. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
So a man at first. Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now.
Runner.
2 outs. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 2 in this one. And he pumps it a strike.
One and one.
This one in the dirt. Two outs. And that's in there at the knees.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hey, nice rip, kid.
Shoots a line drive single into right center. Lopez headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. The 1-1. Runner takes off. Tap foul at the plate. Tyon with a move to first. Wynn back on a dive. Runner goes again. Pitch is high. Safe at second, and that was not close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. One out, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Ian Happ. Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year. Play is made, 2 out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Win.
No, that's a ball.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
He swings and fouls one off.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Tucker really on his horse for it. 1 away. So here's Kyle Tucker now. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Suzuki, 30 years old now, and he was born in Japan. 2 outs, base is empty. Out to short, Wynn. Tosses to first. That is the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Marlins 6 and the Cubs nothing. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
The shortstop, Mason Wynn.
That's out to center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Back here at the friendly confines. Last chance for the home team. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Slings it across, and Swanson is set down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin.
Well, a 4-pitch save. He was just starting to get comfortable out there after throwing a lot of pitches in the bullpen in this one. But a nice job of attacking the hitters, being very efficient. And this is what you want to do. You want to come in and you want to close things out as quickly as possible.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Miami Marlins. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, first pitch coming up. And starting this one, Valente Beozo. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Singy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Ready to go? Now, here is Josh Lowe. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Scott makes the catch, and there's one down. Yandy Diaz now. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Scott under it.
Relay, hit me, relay.
Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he gets to third safely, moving up on the fly out, and there are 2 gone.
The second baseman, Brandon Lau.
Lau at the plate. No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. That's towards center. Scott sizes this one up, and that'll do it. 1 left for Tampa, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Today's starting pitcher, Shane Baz. What do we have on him?
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
That one called a strike. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
And he dodges that fastball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him. And that's the first out.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Scott in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And takes low for ball 1. Fought off foul. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 3-1.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's a speed threat, Victor Scott. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And another ball.
Inside.
Now 3-0.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ground ball right side. Whips it to first. That's the second out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason.
One down. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johnny DeLuca.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Scott makes the grab. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 50, Josh Lowe.
And the batter now, Josh Lowe. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. This to center field. And that'll fall for a base hit.
The batter, number 7.
And stepping in is the speedy Victor Scott. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And a foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. We're through 6 full. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Ripped on a line to center. Scott hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting, right fielder, Josh Lowe.
Ha-Sung Kim next to hit for the Rays. And that one in the air center field. Scott settles under it. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are 2 gone. Next is the designated hitter, Braden Taylor. Martinez, 30 years old now, and he found his way onto the team after being claimed off waivers. That one hammered center field. That's back. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take the series opener here at home.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about set to go. And on the hill, Max Meyer. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Victor Scott, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Next pitch is outside. And that's in for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting second.
Back here in Miami, bottom of the fourth, here's the center fielder, Victor Scott. Littell back to work. Breaking ball inside. And that's ball one.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Line drive. That's a hit.
Dominant performance for him today, Boog. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
So digging in, now move to first. Scott back in on a dive.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Scott stands at second with no outs. Way out front for strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front.
Move to second, and he's back in safely. Outside, and that's ball 3.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez. That one missed. And that's off the inside edge. 3-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
That one the other way. Kim in the hole, jump throw, and they get the out.
Pure athleticism on that one. In the air, legs split a bit, and fires across the diamond. He's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Johnny DeLuca. Man at first, one away. Swing and a ball drilled center field.
Hit me, 2-2-2.
Scott pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Go ahead run on base. Yandy Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Cut on and lifted in the air. Scott on the move. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready.
Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. Swung on, belted. This looks like extra bases. 1 runs in, runner around third on his way to the plate. The run scores all the way from first, and they take a 2-run lead.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock.
Back to the top of the order now. And now here is Victor Scott. 1 for 2. Swinging a foul straight back.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
1 out, bases empty. Chopper right side. Diaz. They put the tag on him, and that's out number 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Scott hauls it in for the out. 1 up, 1 down. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the first baseman, Yandy Diaz. Right-hander kicks, deals. This one in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. So the Rays strand a pair, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Danny Jansen to hit here. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And that is gone. So he blasts one out the other way. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3.
Let's go.
And he's got himself a triple.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Victor Scott. Late swing, foul to the left. And misses inside.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the ninth means. I mean, just such a big difference mentally when you're chasing 2 runs instead of 1.
That's down and in.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Little chopper rolls foul. That misses the zone, and the count's full. And he walked him. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Mason wins. Will hit next.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches and
move to first. And he's just back in. Oh, close play.
Great pitcher's duel in this one. You get to a certain point where each pitcher is trying to outdo the